Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Compendium series review. Today I have a classic choice for you in all three categories of the scent, cigars, and wines. I have, of course, a classic Creed fragrance, one of my favorite fougere styles, sweet fougere styles of fragrances. I have a wine from the Tuscan region of Italy, and of course, a nice Nicaraguan blended cigar from the house of Romeo and Julieta. If this sounds like the type of content you think you'll enjoy, pull up a seat, pour a glass, and of course, let's enhance. Cheers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dry Down. This is the channel where we aspire to enhance and elevate our olfactive sensory experiences through the understanding of the different aromas, facets, and nuances of scent, cigars, and wines. I'm your host, Chris. Welcome to today's experience. Today, like I stated, I have a great classic selection for you guys. I'm going to start out first with the fragrance and tell you exactly what it is that I get from and enjoy about the classic touches of Creed's Original Sandal. So, for me, Original Sandal is a scent that I've had in my collection for about 12 to 13 years now. And this is one of those classic, sweet fougere style of fragrances that has come into existence and has played a very pivotal role in my fragrance journey. Very, very gorgeous. This is the now discontinued flacon from Creed. This is the classic essence of what Creed was about for as long as I can remember. I believe in the last 3 or 4 years they changed the bottles. I haven't bought a Creed fragrance in many years, but this was the flacon that got me attracted to the Creed house and got me into getting several of their actual scents. And the profile on this one is one that cannot be denied. So let's get into it. So the reason I wanted to bring this scent out is because it's not being talked about any longer. And I love getting into this position where I can talk about a fragrance that is on the market, has been on the market, and still has its position as one of the very much so pillar fragrances that can give you appeal, it can give you dignity, it can give you stately manner, and it can give you sex appeal. That is one of the great things about this particular scent from the House of Creed. The way it is using its accords in the opening, which is always one of Creed's calling cards, that is a freshness with a little bit of the base coming up from the ambergris. The particular essence that you get in the opening of this one is a lemon, ginger, and a orange tree tarragon scent from my profile, so to speak. So the opening is this very, very effervescent sweet lemon with a touch of herb and a touch of ginger. The ginger in this, the accord of ginger in this, it doesn't get talked about when the actual scent is being talked about over and over again for the past years. But to me, the ginger accord, which many people love the ginger accord. Now you're going to hear it in Cigar, you're going to hear about it in Vibrato, you're going to hear about it in Afternoon Swim. The lemon and the ginger accord is one that's being prolifically made right now, and it's becoming one of those scent profiles that everybody loves. But for me, the original ginger accord that came along with the original Sandal, man, you couldn't beat it. You still can't in most occasions. It goes into a transition, which is a sweet herbal transition to rosemary, lavender, peppermint, and pink pepper. Now on the skin, this develops so beautifully, so sophisticated, so alluring. That opening and mid is a concoction of the ginger and all of the herbs, bringing a fougere style, but one of those sweet fougere styles that it gets the business taken care of, but it also turns you into just a vibrant, fun-loving gentleman. This is a scent that you will see on yachts in Monaco. You'll think of in Bond films. You'll think of in the Hamptons. This is a scent of upscale, understated luxury. I love the way this one smells. It comes off so vibrant, yet so elevated and eloquent as well. They executed this fragrance so well. The shining star of this particular scent, though, once it gets down to the actual positioning itself in your collection and what you want it for, is the undeniable Mysore sandalwood they used. Beautiful scent, comes off clean, classy, classic, elegant, and sophisticated. All the accords that you get from this particular scent come off without a tune being played out. This is an orchestra of fragrances. just coming into your life that will bring you everything you need in a fragrance. This is Mysore sandalwood in the base, musk, vanilla, a very beautiful cedar accord, benzoin. It also has ambergris, which is Creed's calling card. Undeniably sweet, undeniably sexy as hell, undeniably fresh, undeniably undeniable. This is a scent that anyone can get in their collection right now. I don't know if it's still the same formulation. This particular formulation that I have is about 8 years old, but when it comes down to the scent profile, this is one that has positioned itself as one of the better oceanic vibes without being oceanic. Cooling, yet warm, seductive, sweet, and alluring. Can't go wrong with how they've done Original Sandal by Creed. I can go on and on about this particular scent. It's a very sexy, alluring, a pathway to panties, flat out. Next up, guys, let's get into the pour. The pour for me is one of those things that I love about this particular Compendium series when I put these together. The pour that I have for you guys today is a wine out of Tuscany. And this is a Chianti wine out of Tuscany done by the importers Diflora. If you could pick that up. So Diflora, for me, this is one of my, I'm not a connoisseur of Chianti. I'm getting used to drinking Chianti. And this Chianti here is my third bottle of Chianti, but I'm only my second actual Chianti tasting. I've had the other bottle I tried twice, and this is my third. What I'm coming to find out about Chianti is that it's one of the better Cabernet Sauvignon Blanc style of wines, yet with a bit more acidity and tannin to it, but also a bit lighter in its palate feel, which I like, especially going into spring and summer, where I can go to a flavorful, robust style of wine, but yet have it more light on the palate. As I said, this is a wine out of Tuscan, the valleys and hills of Tuscany, which is north Italy. If you think of Italy as the boot, it's up around the actual Pool Hill. It's one of the better smelling wines. What you get when smelling this particular wine, I was trying to get the actual scent of Sandal out of my nose real quick. But what I get in smelling this wine, you get a nice, robust red, dark red cherry, a flinty black tea, cherry, and a nice, what I was trying to pick up just now, I'm picking up a nice nuance of almond. So those are profiles that I'm picking up right now. If you smell this one. So in the wine tasting profile, what I'll get on this one, those dark, ripe, succulent cherries, a very nice acidic pop to this one. This one is much more acidic than the Cabernet Sauvignon. Much more acidic. The tannins are very robust in this as well. This is a very dry wine, dry on the palate. It finishes clean, but it stays dry. The tannins really stick to the tongue. Very gritty, earthy. I get a taste of meaty white and portobello mushrooms, slight earthiness, chalk, hints of chicory root. A very nice wine. So this wine here, what I would particularly pair with this wine, in my first tasting of this one, what I'm preparing my palate for is a shrimp, bacon wrapped shrimp tossed in herbaceous marinade, ripe tomato marinade over a angel hair pasta. Sauteed mushrooms, grated Parmesan cheese. Perfect pairing perfect pairing. Man, I love this stuff. I love giving you guys this type of stuff because just tasting it, feeling it, the profile of this wine is going to go great with that particular style of meal. And my mouth is salivating now because that's exactly what I'm going to eat with it. Wrapped shrimp, bacon wrapped shrimp. So that's going to get the pull of the fat and saltiness out of the fat of the bacon wrapped in the shrimp. That nice, meaty prawn shellfish taste coming along with a nice, robust, sweet yet tangy tomato marinade with a sauteed mushroom. And that's going to go perfect. Basil and the grated Parmesan cheese. So all in all, this Chianti out of the Tuscany Valley of Italy, this is a 12.5% ABV wine. Very, very tannin rich, very, very acidic. Nice, very nice tongue feel with those acidic touches. Much more, less bold than a Sauvignon Blanc, but really that variety of grape. Now, it's not the Chianti grape. It's a region. The actual grape is this Sangiovese grape. Ruby purple. I like it. That is Diflora's Chianti, Tuscany Valley 2021, 12.5% ABV. Really nice. I suggest you guys try this one. Should be in, I got this one from Whole Foods. You have a local Whole Foods, they should carry this particular wine. Great one to pick up. Next up, guys, let's get into the cigar journal. Today I got for you guys the Robusto, of course, Romeo and Julieta, Nicaraguan Reserva Real. This is one of those cigars that I wanted to bring out to you guys the last couple of weeks. I'm going to do it really one by one because putting together a 5-piece list was taking some time. So right now, this is one of those natural Connecticut wrappers that I was looking to get into, looking to bring to you guys. And this one here is one I smoked with that particular bunch of cigars that I wanted to get out and see how I can give you a top 5. So this is one of those cigars. This is going to be the second one in that one. The last one I gave you was a couple videos back. And that one was a great smoke as well. This one here, I got cedar profile ultimately all over this particular cigar. The draw was perfect. It came off. It is one that was oily. These are some oily cigars with this Connecticut wrap, but it's nicely done. You don't get any toothiness on this particular wrapper, but you get the oiliness from it, the oiliness from it. It's a very sweet gingerbread, hay, candied almonds, cashew nut, anise, licorice, sweet bread. These are very nice cigars. So off the cold draw and off the profile of the foot, those are the touches of it. Really sweet. The way that they smoked, I had 3 of them in the actual trying to get this pairing down. It came off as a very mellow, mild cigar. And that's a perfect cigar for a beginner. Anyone who's looking to draw back their profile, readjust their palates, and get adjusted to a nice warm climate if you're in the northern hemisphere. So it's a great cigar to reach for. This is a binder of Nicaraguan ascent. It is a wrapper of Ecuador and Connecticut seed and a Dominican and Nicaraguan filler. It has slight sweet touches to it in smoking it. The smoke is wispy. It's billowing as well. And it smells so refined. The blend in this is one of those cigars you're going to find in any local market for about $8 to $9, especially the Robusto and the Bellicoso size. They really run tandem as the price wise. Smokes good, tastes great. One of the cigars that lasts you about an hour in smoking time. Very good conversation cigar. Won't give you any nicotine overhaul that'll make you go into a wonky position and give you a little bit of headache or illness and tobacco, like a tobacco overload. It's very mild cigar, very mellow. To me, one of the best parts about this particular cigar was the taste profile of the bread, almost like a bread pudding taste with those slight candied almonds and the ginger, or not the ginger, but the cedar profile coming off of it. So if you're a person who likes sweet bread in your cigars, you're a person who likes really tame, sweet mellowness in your cigars, because it's not a robust cigar. If you like that, if you like very low, mellow spices, you're not one who like peppery, not one who likes a tongue feel that gets overhauled with spices, no coffee, no leather, just a real tame. Let me take that back. There is slight suede-ish leathery feel to this particular cigar. Very slight. I did pick it up very slight, and I wanted to remind myself of that without going too far. So all in all, a great smoky cigar, very nice entry into cigar smoking if you're a beginner. And if you're one who is adjusted to cigars over time and has to get your palate drawn back, like I like to come off those robust, heavy winter smoking experiences and go back to my lighter smoking experiences in spring and summer, this is a great cigar for that particular environment. All in all, great matches here. The original Sandal from Creed, the Tuscany-based region Sangiovese grape Chianti from Diflora, and Romeo and Julieta's Reserva Real. A great combination for the Compendium series for you to get your nose, mouth, and taste on and get your profiles into a position to understand what it is we're doing here with Scent, Cigars, and Wines, and understanding of nuances and facets of these particular items. As always, guys, something I wanted to bring to you. If you found anything of entertaining or educational about this particular experience, all I do is ask that you hit the like and subscribe button, hit the bell so that you get notified of any more videos to come. Stay tuned. We do have videos and a few more of those giveaways coming up this coming spring. And as always, you guys have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next.